Hey y'all, it's Rad Anorak here with you. I'm back at it again of this YouTube thing. It's been gone for a while, I know. I had a long break because I was focused on a lot of other things, but hey, I'm back. Let's give this a try again, yeah? So I want to jump into this past weekend, Gears 5. Yeah, Gears 5 hit the Xbox One this past weekend for those who own the Ultimate Game Pass. For those that don't and didn't pre-order the Ultimate Edition of the game, well, you will have to wait until its regular release date, September 10th. Which is today. Jumping into the game, it takes you into boot camp to bring you up to speed on the gameplay mechanics. There is a new RPG mechanic introduced in the game with Jack, in which it includes upgrades to the friendly bot that hangs out with you. I honestly love it. It gives it a totally different feel. It opens up your options when it comes to combat and different gameplay things that pop up once in a while. You can switch defensive and offensive mods on Jack. Some let you electrocute your opponent, and some surround you in some extra armor for a short period of time as to avoid some like fiery obstacles or give you that last second chance of survival against an enemy. And there's much more that you find throughout the campaign, which are honestly amazing. I don't want to say any more because they're great, and I don't want to spoil anything. Honestly, the campaign is beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful campaigns I've seen from the Gears franchise. It holds up its own story with Kate Diaz being protagonist in it. It starts off with a bang. I can honestly say that. It starts off right in it with those feels that you look for in games. At least that's what I look for in games. Some feels, some good story elements. And I didn't want to show any of the cutscenes here to not spoil anything, because it's Gears 5. Who wants Gears 5 spoiled? But if you are a Gears fan like myself, you're going to love what they bring to the table. Because honestly, it's great. I can't say that enough. But I suggest you dive into it yourself and find out. There are some welcoming changes. For instance, they give it some of that open world feel to it. No longer is there only one path to take or two to choose from at times, but now the maps are a bit different, and it gives you the chance to explore areas otherwise you wouldn't explore if you just worried about the story. So instead of following one direct path usually like the other Gears games, this time the maps are a little bit more spread out. They branch out. There's different locations in those maps that you can go to willingly, or you can just follow through to the main objective if you want. So you can definitely choose to run through the main story only, but there are incentives that come with exploring, and one of them is finding components. These components let you upgrade Jack and get him jacked up. Okay. Other than one bug I encountered in which I was not allowed to move forward because the game got stuck on saving a checkpoint. Just that's the only time I encountered something like that. The game shines for what it is, an awesome cover shooter. For online multiplayer, they bring back the OG versus matches, in which I still have so much fun just getting owned all the damn time. But hey, we aren't all shooter gods here. Also, shotguns still reign supreme. Majority of the players encountered want to get up and close with that shotgun to your face to show you some bloody love. Now I want to jump into Horde. Horde is and has been one of my favorite modes, especially when you have a team that just works flawlessly together. You still have the ability to set up defenses, and every round gets tougher, bringing out tougher bosses as you go along. Of course, that only makes sense as a wave mode with hordes running at you, right? Otherwise it'd just be boring, I think. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the new mode, Escape. The objective is in the title of the game. You literally escape. It starts off with you choosing a character. Whichever character you choose, that character deliberately gets captured only to come out from the inside of the enemy lines. You set off a gas that eventually goes off, and you have to escape before the gas envelops everything within and fight off every enemy within. I honestly enjoyed it. I was caught completely off guard in the beginning, only realizing after I used my ammo that you start off with very little ammo. So if you get the chance to use some melee action, please use that melee action. It's gonna save your life. Overall, this game, it comes in a very great package. It comes with three great multiplayer modes, which are Horde, Versus, and Escape. Escape being the new addition to the game, which is so refreshing and honestly awesome. And the campaign is honestly surprisingly beautiful and amazing. I loved it. I enjoyed it, every moment of it, and I hope you do too. So I might be biased when I say this, but I definitely recommend this game. It's a great game. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you can know when I post my next void filling video. Later.